It is Radio Woking. Hello, the 1st of December. As I mentioned, the Christmas tree up in St John's Village looking rather lovely. They do a good job in St John's Village, actually, all the Christmas decorations. As they do across the whole of Woking. I just get to see the St John's decorations quite a lot because I walk through the village to get to the studio. And I'm wearing my Christmas t-shirt. What do you think of my Christmas t-shirt, Simon?
Sparkly and shining and great.
Yes. So it's got nutcrackers on it. It's got sprouts with legs. It's got snowman with sunglasses, and randomly it's got beers with reindeer antlers on it. And it's red. So I've got an impressive collection of t-shirts. I'll start to wear them now. We're in December, so there you go. Send us pictures of your Christmas decorations, or let us know our decorations up. And also, we're after the most mundane task in your house. Those jobs around the home you just can't be bothered doing. They've got to be done. Is it the ironing? Is it cleaning the toilet? I don't think anybody ever wakes up and think, yay, what are we going to do today? We're going to clean the toilet. Yippee. No, it doesn't happen. I mean, it's hardly glamorous. We're talking about this with Josie Gibson. She's on the show after 10 this morning. After 11, we're going to meet in Savannah, who is 9 years of age, and she's written a brilliant little Christmas song. She's had it professionally recorded as well, and she'll be in the studio to tell us all about that. Shay on the way after 10 with answers to the quiz. But right now, in person, I can't forget about the weather because Simon's sitting right next to me. And how are things looking in the weather, Simon?
Well, the weather, of course, the southeast southern regions today, it's about heavy thundery showers. Some will be heavy, some will be light, and some places get pretty wet. And there will be surface water and rainwater on the roads and the rails today. I'm not sure the Met Office issued a yellow weather warning. They might have done, but this is what I'm thinking. And the weather looks pretty extreme for the future. There's a 50% chance we could get a white Christmas and a big freeze or an Arctic blast to the northwest of Canal away from the northwest of the UK down here, maybe the 12th of December onwards, maybe. But this is almost forecast, and this weather forecast change as usual, so I can't rule out us getting cold weather before Christmas or maybe over Christmas. I mean, it's in the balance. Other computers are predicting it to be anticyclonic over Christmas at the moment, and high pressure south of this and low pressure over Greenland, which is not nice. We don't want to see anticyclonic weather again. We had that recently for about a month. I think a lot of us got depressed, and some of us got colds and bugs and got ill. There's a lot of colds and bugs out at the moment. It doesn't help the weather keep fluctuating. 1 minute it's freezing cold, and it's very mild, and it's wet and horrible.
I mean, last weekend, we had lots of events cancelled. There's lots of things. The Wisley Glow was cancelled last Saturday night because of the weather and because of the storm. We had another storm on the back of that as well, didn't we?
We had Storm Bert, then we had Storm Connell, which I did predict on Monday, and I was at London City when I saw the crystal lights in London City a few days ago, before the Met was named it Storm, and the Dutch named it their Storm, so they were being very crafty trying to cover their backside. I think they got it wrong, and they knew they were going to, so they said, we'll get the Dutch name it so we don't get the blame for it. In my opinion, I think that's how it went. So, but this European name storm and UK storm can be quite complicated and hard to understand. And I wouldn't bet on my forecasts because I sometimes can get it wrong. And it's not. It's a mugs game betting on the weather. Don't bet on it, please.
No. So you're saying don't go put a bet on White Christmas?
No, because you could lose a lot of money.
Well, yeah, it could happen. You never know. The one year you put a bet on 50p for it being a White Christmas. The weather at the moment. I mean, it gets dark early. It's depressing. Let's look at the window of the Woking computers. I think it's probably raining at the moment. It's just kind of November, kind of overcast, kind of cloudy. So what's going to happen going into next week then, next few days?
Well, it's going to be getting colder for a while, and then milder, then colder. So the temperature's going to fluctuate. So one day it'll be mild, next day it'll be warm, and it'll just get cold again. It's fluctuating. That's why I think it might snow before Christmas, maybe. Again, we've already had snow recently. We could get more snow. This time it might settle if the conditions are set. It's basically like making a cake. You need to have frost in the morning, and then the moisture coming in from the southwest, cold air from the east, and you mean -4 Celsius for a few days. You will be busy for snow in the southeast and something reasons around Woking town.
Do you know what we're talking this morning about mundane jobs and things you just can't be bothered doing? And for me, scraping ice off the windscreen on the car first thing in the morning, particularly when you factor in enough time, everything's going to plan, and you forget that your windscreen's iced over, so you end up being late because you've got to spend ages getting it defrosted so you can see out the window. That's one thing I hate about winter. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, I know. Well, you have to get up early to do that. Yeah. Another thing you could do is put a towel in the car, put it through the window, and shut it, and then you can just do that instant in the morning and get out and get to work. That's an easier way of doing it, John
absolutely.
Andrews.
Some people think, I'm going to stick some boiling water on the windscreen. Don't do that because that could crack it.
It certainly would do, John Andrews.
So there we go. So okay, if anyone's going down the bookies though to put a bet on White Christmas, what do you think the odds are? If you had to sort of, say one way or the other, are we going to get White Christmas?
I think 50% chance of a white Christmas and a very cold winter this year. It looks promising at times, but we'll see what the fates of the gods have in store for this Christmas.
Of course, we only need one flake of snow, so it can officially be a White Christmas. It's one flake of snow. That's all you need.
That's right, John.
All you need, isn't
Correct.
it? And so you may get a White Christmas even though there's no snow about. Just that one flake will make it a White Christmas. Can we remember the last time we had a White Christmas?
I think it was back in the 1970s, mid-70s, around Wokinton locally.
Going to Google that one. We have to do that. If you've got any memories of snow around Christmas, get in touch, share your story.
The closest was 2010, but it wasn't snow on that day.
Okay, but the snow was on the ground, I guess.
But it wasn't snow on Christmas Day.
Snow. How annoyed would you be if you've got a bet on being a White Christmas? There's snow on the ground on Christmas Day, but it doesn't actually technically snow within those 24 hours, so you end up not winning. You'll be like, well annoyed, wouldn't you?
Well, I'm going abroad to the Alps and Austria, so I'll get a White Christmas. Or if it's snow on a Christmas Day, no joke.
Okay, there you go. So, you want a White Christmas, just go and find somewhere where you're going to get one, guaranteed. I like your thinking there, Simon.
Thanks a lot, John.
Brilliant. Okay, more from Simon later. It's 10 to 10.
Working business news.
The chief executive
Live
of
special.
the
Waking radio station show.
Financial watchdog amidst criticism
Weather
of
forecast.
incompetence and dishonesty. 30 MPs and 14
UK 24.
presented
One's up
a
last week.
scathing
From where we are.
report.
2010.